What's up, Alphas? It's your favorite podcast, your favorite wrestling podcast. I'm proclaiming it. You might not know it yet. So hit that like and subscribe because I promise you, after this show, you might like us a little more or you might hate us. But I love hate watches too. You know how we doing? I am, of course, joined.
You.
Yeah, I am joined with the one, the only Afro coming 765, and we talking women's wrestling. So I'm very excited about this episode.
Oh, yeah. You already know. It's your local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. Let's see how long we go before I say something bad about the AEW women's division.
We ain't even talking about the AEW women's division much. We talking about the WWE's because they had a little controversy.
Oh, well, see, I won't have to sound like a bitter misogynist this episode. Let's go.
Yeah, so we got a lot of news. Of course, we're doing the Roman predictions, but we also got two of the best episodes of both shows this week. AEW Dynamite put on one of their best shows, probably since the early days, and WWE
within
Raw,
the first year, definitely.
And Raw put on one of the best Raws in probably years.
Raw
But it came with
really good.
But it comes with controversy as Nikki and Brie Bella had issues with it. I don't have to.
They were mad that it was so good because they weren't there. Come on now, bro. Who's really a Bella Twins fan? Are there really Bella Twins fans? Is it like that? Because I feel like there's Bella Twins like TV show fans, but I don't know how many for real Bella wrestling fans there are.
But WWE did promote the Bella Twin show on the thing, which I would like. Let's get into it. Does Triple H owe the women's legends apology? Trish, Lita, and that probably it. The only reason I say that is just because
hold on. Does he owe them an apology when he booked a damn good fucking show? What does it matter whether the women were there or not if it was a good fucking show?
I'm just going off Raw.
But I'm saying Raw was good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about
it was very good.
I'm talking about they trying to show love. I'm trying to get the argument for what people are saying. And why I some sort of can see what your point is. I don't put Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. I don't know nothing they did on Raw. I'm sorry, I don't remember nothing they did on Raw. They did promote the TV show on the show. They promoted your TV show. I don't know what else they did. I don't know what y'all did on Raw. I remember Trish Stratus being on Raw and having amazing moments.
I remember Lita being on Raw and having amazing moments.
I remember Mickie James on Raw having amazing moments, but she's contracted by another
Molly Holly too. She had some amazing moments.
I don't know if she's contracted, but a lot of the other people that I can see being invited, we just seen Victoria Tara. She's contracted by another show. Mercedes is contracted by another show. They put her moment when she beat Charlotte, which is also one of the biggest women's moments. They put it in the thing on the little Raw promo when she beat Charlotte with the little bank statement on the little rail. And she celebrated with her belt on the thing. They put that in there, so they actually showcased her, even though she works with another show. Other than that, I think they did what they did. To be honest, y'all just upset y'all didn't get that cage match. I was looking forward to it. That was the only down part of the whole show.
That's really what it is. Niggas was salty we didn't actually get Becky versus Bayley in the cage match. And that's fine, but we should just call it that because I was a little salty about that too.
That was the only down part of the whole show. But
if it was either get a minute match or a 2-minute match or set up an angle for a match later, set up the fucking angle, bro. I'd rather have that than a 1 or 2 minute match any day.
What else you could have cut? Maybe Ric Flair coming out there to cut this long.
You could have cut Hulk Hogan in the fucking beginning. Didn't know what bruh. You can tell when they turn on the cheers because Hulk Hogan wasn't getting cheers like that.
He might have got cheered when he mentioned the Eagles, but he had to. I'm like, Hulk Hogan got to sell out to the hometown audience,
and that's no disrespect to the mouth of the South, Jimmy. But didn't nobody want to see Hulk Hogan, bruh? Ain't nobody wanted to see Hulk Hogan in a long ass time.
Did Ric Flair have anything big on Raw? I can't never remember him doing nothing on Raw.
I don't know, and if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the times back in the day, I be remembering matches more than I remember whether they were on Raw or SmackDown back in the day.
But this was Raw in the first place, so like if you have to do something on Raw, to be celebrated on Raw to me.
But Ric Flair can be celebrated anywhere.
Hulk Hogan didn't do nothing on Raw. He was WCW, and
he definitely had a Raw moment at some point in time. He was there before SmackDown was a thing, so he would have had to have a Raw.
He was barely on Raw. Like when Raw, he left right before Raw came in. He was getting waved out when Raw came in.
And the second time,
the only moment
SmackDown.
The only time I remember him on Raw was the Raw app. He was mostly on SmackDown, and the only because Rock was on SmackDown, and then but only moment I remember with him and Raw was when the day after the Rock beat him at WrestleMania and turned into Hollywood Rock. Them two promos, the only time I remember him on Raw. I'm sorry, the rest of it. And then they had that what was it, Backlash match when we finally got introduced to the Rock for real. And it was fun. Other than that, every time you show up, it's like anniversary. I don't remember you ever showing up outside of that moment.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember another rivalry.
You see he's saying now that if he could switch up that retirement match he had with Andrade last year, he said he'd do it differently.
Who?
Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, probably not pretending.
Hell, if he really wanted to do it differently, his match with Shawn Michaels would have been his real retirement match.
It probably should have been.
That shit was perfect.
I think a lot of people last match. Shawn Michaels' last match probably should have been Undertaker. He probably shouldn't have came back for that Saudi show.
Yeah, the Saudi show was.
No, I take that back. The last match, I consider Saudi Arabia is filler.
Okay. So Crown Jewel's non-canon is what you're telling me. Okay.
I enjoyed. Listen. You get some good.
If they'd have gave me DX versus the Brothers of Destruction just 5-6 years before, because it was 2018 when they did it. If you'd have gave it to me 5-6 years before, then I think we would have been like
Triple H. I mean, Shawn Michaels and Triple H still had hair.
Yeah. Everybody was bald in that match, though. Even The Undertaker was. The Undertaker, Kane, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Every nigga was bald in that match, and every nigga used to have long hair.
Yeah, so I consider it filler. Sometimes you get good. Sometimes you get Logan Paul and Roman Reigns and Gunther and not Gunther, wasn't it? Well, the second Gunther and Sheamus match, but that's all filler. Shout out to good filler. And then sometimes you get Goldberg versus Bray Wyatt, which is bad filler. So that's what filler is.
That's horrible.
That's filler. Sometimes filler changes the show. It's still filler to me. I'm not considering that. I don't care if I don't care if the belt change or not. Filler. Sometimes
Goldberg versus the Fiend never happened for you, huh?
Yeah. So it happened. It just filler. Like sometimes each go keeps his full bringer power, even though it's not in manga.
Well, hold on. The full bringers are in the manga. We just don't. It's just not as fleshed out as in fucking.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. Everything that happened, most of the bad don't count. We just gonna.
I think Kubo just went that way because he was like, "Damn, we ain't never gonna get no 1,000-year blood war," and it took us 10 years.
But Raw was everything else. Shout out to X-Pac. I saw the tweet where he actually went out and said, "Imagine having a show where instead of putting your finishes on the talent, you pull them up instead."
No, if we got to quote him correctly. He said he was a little bit bummed out he didn't get to go and bust out his finisher on the new guys that have to draw money after they leave.
Yes, he was being sarcastic, but yeah, that's what he said.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's what he said. But if you read down the content, he was being sarcastic. He even admitted to the guy. He would even admitted to the guy below. He was like, "They were like, I wish you would have took a finish." He said, "I did too. I wish I would took their finishes so they looked even stronger." But they did a great job of.
I'm sort of glad they didn't do that because I don't know how I'd feel about. I love Imperium. Don't get me wrong, but just the thought of Imperium beating up DX hurts my childhood.
You couldn't do that. I'm just talking about like first off, Triple H cannot take
Gunther a chop if Gunther just gets hit by the Imperium bomb. Just X-Pac though. X-Pac just gets hit by an Imperium bomb. That would be wild.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if Vince liked Gunther, he would 100% had him chop Triple H and pretend to have a stroke. That would have been terrible.
That's crazy.
Say Vince win the book.
That's too far.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No,
Tori?
that's too far though.
Tori,
that's
am
too
I
far
wrong?
though.
Will Vince not book that tour? I'm asking.
Well, would Triple H do it? Would Triple H do it though? Is the question.
I doubt he'd do it, but Vince would 100% book it.
Plus, I don't see anybody, bro. Once they're that old, don't no 40-plus-year-old nigga want to take a chop from fucking Gunther. Come on now.
Yo, I'm just being honest. Vince would 100% book that. I seen
He'd
him
like,
book,
yeah.
bro.
Let that goddamn German guy chop you in the chest, Trips, and then I need you to go into convulsions for about a minute and a half.
It gonna get good heat.
Yeah. So, for the good of the show, make sure the crowd will pop. It'd be amazing.
You just imagine the heat he's gonna get.
Yeah,
he wouldn't get heat
imagine.
Because they gonna
think he'll on another level. He'll on another level.
Hey, y'all be like, y'all, you being wild, bro. He booked Kurt Angle to write a story about R-wording Booker T's wife.
He tried to book a story where he was in a relationship with his daughter who was pregnant with Triple H's child at the time.
I'm saying this man is sick.
For sure. But that's why he made billions, though.
Tori was showing me some old John Cena raps, and I'm like, yeah, Vince.
Yeah. Them shits was crazy, wasn't they? Niggas be forgetting about the racist part of John Cena's run, bruh. I call it the racist aggression era for a reason, because that shit was real. And it wasn't just John Cena. And I love the Doctor of Thugonomics. Don't get it twisted.
Do-rag Vince.
But man, that nigga used to get off some crazy bars. Niggas think the Acclaimed have crazy bars.
Oh no, they wouldn't put that on TV.
That's just tame compared to
what you have. You have Do-Rag Vince too. Then you had the Triple H.
Do-Rag Vince is different. Never forget the "What's Up, My Nigga" line was to John Cena in front of Booker T.
You had Booker T get beat up in the grocery store. Then you had the line.
Vince got off an N-word on live TV, bruh.
And then you had.
What's up, my nigga?
And then you literally had Triple H have one of the most racist angles in history and won the robbery.
I was about to say he won that. And the heel did not lose.
You got no get back at that. You just lost. No, you don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no recourse at this point. It just is what it is.
To Booker T too. Booker T they owe Booker T something. When is the Royal Rumble? The Royal Rumble is tomorrow. Shout out to SNSM.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Tori might be busy, but I say we might.
I was gonna say I don't know what my plans are for tomorrow. I might have to watch the Rumble after it's done. We'll see.
But yeah, the Royal Rumble is tomorrow on Peacock. Shout out to Peacock.
Yeah.
And remember, if you enjoy the content, do like and subscribe. We just talked about how we felt about the women. Tori felt like he didn't. I felt like you could have showed a little more love, and I think he could book the women's division better. I'm just only person he's got.
Here's the thing, though, bruh. He's done a pretty good job. Like,
who got over beside Raquel?
Bianca.
Bianca bent over,
but she got over. You got to think. She came from Triple H's developmental, though.
We're talking about right now main roster.
No, but I'm saying if we're gonna put it like the Vince got Bianca over.
I appreciate you, SN. What you say?
Vince got Bianca over. Then is what you're saying.
She was more over now than she was even in NXT.
That's it. I guess you're right. I wasn't really thinking about it like that.
She became a 300-day champ.
I can't help it. I just be chalking. If they were good in NXT, I just chalk them up to trips. I can't help it. But you are technically right.
I'm like on the main roster. He's building Sonya. I give him that. And Raquel
is he though? Because Sonya's still out here taking L's.
Listen, them L's are way better than what she was getting before.
I liked her as the general manager, bro.
I did too, but she was.
It's weird. It's weird though because remember she wasn't allowed to be called a general manager while Vince was there.
That is true.
I was gonna say it wasn't until last week when she finally, or was it Raw? Yeah, Raw. When she actually said general, I was the general man. I was like, yeah, you were. I mean, they never gave you the title, but you definitely were. You're right. I liked her as the authority figure.
Yeah, and that was under Vince.
That was.
All I'm saying is outside of Raquel, which I will give him credit for Raquel. She's on a winning streak. She looks like a monster.
Yeah,
the women division,
no doubt about it. Raquel looks amazing.
The rest of the women ain't quite looking as.
Well, you got to think Becky's just getting back in the groove thing. If we're about to get a
Becky was before though. Come on,
Becky's but I'm saying right now, if we're about to get a full on Becky Bailey rivalry, this is going to be dope.
Bailey is constantly losing. Damage Control, I don't know what they doing. Come on.
They're still the tag team champions. When I tried to say that same shit, you were like, but they're the tag team champions. They're the tag team champions, remember, nigga?
But I said that the week after they won a match.
I'm just saying. When I tried to say the same thing, you're saying,
listen,
you said they were the tag team champions.
That's what
they're still the tag team champions.
They had just won a match.
But I'm saying, I've been wondering what the fuck they were doing with goddamn Damage Control while you were defending that.
Listen, I think they hitting it, breaking it up. I think they are better as single. Man, get rid of the tag belt and just make it NXT. What's the name of that? Casey them and Toxic Attraction, and them just go from show to show so they can do their thing and slowly build it up.
That could be good.
NXT has a lot of. By the way, Alba Fire and what's Isla Dawn looks like a fun tag team.
Yeah, Isla Dawn.
So that like a fun tag. You got Casey them, and then you got like Toxic Attraction, and then just let them build off that and bring some of them up, and then let them go to each show. And if you ain't got time for them, you can just put them on the what's the name and Io Sky. I miss Io. I'm gonna be honest. I miss Io Sky son. So I just want it back. Please, just give it back.
I wish they would bring Indy Hartwell up to the main roster so her and Candice LeRae could be a tag team again.
I think Indy Hartwell I already said this, but Tori already know. I feel like she's gonna get that Bianca treatment because she's not gonna win a championship in NXT, but I feel like she's gonna be bigger on the main roster.
Yeah, because she's good. She's damn good.
Yeah. Shout out to Gigi Dolan because she cut a promo, and I'm like, okay, she cut a promo like that. She can.
And she's sexy as fuck.
Let's just be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before that last promo, she sucked at promo. That's why I was like, I don't know. You
got to remember, bruh. She was married to Darby Allin, bruh. That nigga got no promo skills. His whole gimmick. I always have to. Because I can't forget it, so neither can the audience.
But Raw was masterful. Undertaker not even putting it LA Knight in the choke slam, giving it to Bray, and then whispering in his ear. And then
what he say? He said, "Moments define this industry, and this one was special." Oh, it's lit.
Yeah. And then today, Bray on the interview he had on out of character, talking about I'll never say what he tell me because it's only me and him can understand. I'm like, that's lit. Cause I know the Undertaker ain't gonna never get out of character till
he tweeted it.
No, I don't think that's what he said. I think he just said
I would say he put the quotation marks around it and everything.
Well, Bray said he'll never tell, so I don't know.
Bray might not have been on Twitter.
But I think didn't he say it over Bray's tweet? Did he retweet the Bray thing?
No, the tweet was from like BT Sports on WWE or some shit like that.
I know he quote tweeted Bray on Twitter too, so I don't know which one it was, but
the Undertaker don't tweet too often though, so it ain't hard to find. That nigga only tweet like once every other month, some shit like that.
Shout out to all of them. You saw by the way, for people that don't know, Bray Wyatt also said you are not getting the characters back because one died at WrestleMania because you don't know. Basically, he was saying he hinted at that ain't no way that character can come back from that.
I mean, that nigga got burned alive on Christmas Eve, bro.
I'm talking about what happened at WrestleMania when she took.
Oh yeah, when Randy Orton got him with the single RKO, then Alexa got the black liquid bath and stole his gimmick.
Yeah, and then he said he will never bring back the Eater of Worlds style
because Brody Lee's not there.
Yeah, so that's what he said in his interview. Great interview. I recommend you go watch that. Watch the Sami Zayn interview too, where he talked about he don't know if that would happen if Vince was in charge, if this storyline would be, which I should agree. Bitch be like, you can't be with Roman. Brock,
crazy. Look at you. You're a skinny ginger kid. What are we talking about?
You get Johnny Knoxville for the second year.
If you made him run back Johnny Knoxville, just the same fucking match,
just have
different gimmicks.
Again. Just have him beat him again. Just have him beat him this time. This year, get back match.
Yeah.
Next year's the trilogy.
I was gonna say you get the rubber match next year. It's gonna become a WrestleMania staple.
But instead, we got
if Vince just had Sami Zayn trading wins with Johnny Knoxville until one of them kicked the bucket or left.
That was amazing. But shout out to that.
Sounds like some Vince type shit.
But hey, Sami said it started with Roman on Ariel who won this show. On this show, Roman said, I want to work with Sami Zayn. And he said that's how even Vince let me kind of interact with him, but not really. With the locker room leader and tribal chief, we kind of barely was together, but it was kind of there. And then he said, Triple H, just let y'all go with it. And then he like the Usos went and everything went so he was like Triple H, like, hey, hey, I got an idea. Y'all do y'all thing y'all wanted to do. Sammy the only one there. In Montreal of all places. And then he told him to go out there, and then that reaction was crazy. Oh, I can't wait to Elimination. That main event gonna be something special. When Sami Zayn come out, I don't know what the main event gonna do, but what it's gonna be include Sami Zayn.
We'll see.
And it's gonna be rocking, Tori. Tori, in August, he wasn't even over yet.
I don't know. It depends. What if Vince really does come back into power before it's all said and done? Before we get to Elimination Chamber.
From what I heard, everybody say
what if he's fake? What if he's just forcing this sale because he knows no one's going to give him $6 to $10 billion for it, and he's just gonna fucking be like, oh well, since no one's going to buy it, I'm just going to come back and take over. That is what it is. If you don't like it, oh well.
No, I'm hearing Comcast.
We've all heard Comcast.
I'm hearing that. I'm hearing they CEO came out and said, hey, look, we looking at it. And if they can afford $6 billion,
most definitely they can. Ain't no.
And then we ain't gotta pay them $3 billion to put it on the show on TV. No, shoot, what we do just pay it twice as much just to own it.
Yeah,
because you have to NXT and Raw cost them $3 billion for over 4 years. That's just half of what we gotta pay totals. Just pay them.
Oh yeah. See, when you put it like that, even though I mean we're talking like 10 billion, 6 to 10 billion isn't a lot, but I mean that's a substantial amount.
But each deal is 4 years, so 4 year. By a decade from now, we done made up what we spent
easily.
Yeah, so it's I think Comcast Disney.
Well, I don't know. What if Comcast gets it and they don't let Triple H run it?
I'm pretty sure Comcast don't really care about who run it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna let whoever make him popular, and Triple H is popular, so
he's popular because he's done a really good job.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think they're gonna touch something that's really popular. And plus, they don't know. They don't really. I'm pretty sure they don't know about wrestling, so I'm pretty sure they're just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna let people that know what they're doing do it."
It's always the best bet.
Yeah.
How much you think Nick Khan's commission's gonna be off this shit? How much you think he's gonna fucking make?
A ridiculous amount.
That's what I was thinking. Over or under $1 billion. Under $1 billion.
He gonna make over $1 billion, probably.
You think?
He's gonna make over $1 billion. Overall? Because they might even leave him as CEO.
Oh,
just so they know that we don't want to.
I didn't even think about that.
And plus, he always got a connection with Universal, so that's why I think they might leave him as CEO.
Very true. His sister's a showrunner on Young Rock,
and she did a lot of other stuff for them.
I was gonna say she's done a lot of other shit too, but I just mean what she's doing currently.
The Khan family got a relationship with them, so I'm pretty sure.
Which Khan family?
No, we know Nick Khan's family got a relationship.
I know. It's just funny that the Khans are taking over.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually just decided that we'll leave you here and we'll pay you this commission. So I'm pretty sure overall he'll probably get over $1 billion. So
like you said, this is his bread and butter, isn't it? Selling companies for way more than what they were originally valued at.
Yeah. We about to go look up. Let's go look up some matches. Oh, like I said, Dynamite. Tor, before we go, we about to get in the Royal Rumble. But how do you feel about Dynamite? We know Raw was amazing.
Dynamite was a good show, bro. Like we can't. As much as I love to hate on Tony Khan and be like, "Fuck that nigga," and you know that's how I feel. But Dynamite was good. I almost. I'm not gonna lie and say I did, but I almost even enjoyed the Jericho Appreciators. Almost. I still don't give a fuck about them, but I'm just saying they were palatable on this night because of the aura around the event.
Can I praise AEW but criticize TBS and Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
We had the dopest shot. The dopest shot of Mark Briscoe over his brother picture, rest in peace, with the two belts.
Both belts.
And I'm like, yeah. And then I immediately saw a dude slap a dude. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. It was...
I'm like, what?
But I hate to admit it, but I watched Power Slap after it was over.
It was terrible.
I watched that shit. It was horrible.
It was a horrible show. I watched the first episode. That is horrible.
I couldn't help it. See, I didn't watch the first episode, but I watched it for some reason. I just kept watching after Dynamite was over. I was like, yo.
It's such a dumb thing, bro. I'm like, why? It's no defense. It's no strategy. It's just like, who can slap harder?
And plus, they make them hold a rod behind their back so they don't flinch. Like, bruh. It's low-key torture.
And I'm like, yo, I don't know if they're going to show that part, but it's a dude, face was so swollen, some meat was hanging off his face.
Oh, yeah. Bro, did you see when old girl did the forward roll after she got slapped into the Shadow Realm?
I'm like, this show is terrible. You got this amazing show just ended with this dope moment, and I got to watch people mutilate each other through slaps.
And think we wouldn't have had to do that if they would have just let them do it before. If it didn't take the internet being like, yo, this is mad trashy.
Yeah, that show is terrible. I wonder what the viewership was the second week.
But all right, and this might be a hot take, but is it kind of messed up that it took for Jay Briscoe to die for everyone to be like, oh yeah, he was actually cool. We should show him. His brother should get to be on the show now. Freaking everything's switched around. We're gonna let you isn't it kind of messed up that he couldn't have just apologized like he did many times, and then things could have been completely different if he would have had to be on Dynamite the night before. You know what I mean? If we're gonna be honest,
WB is weird. So,
but you see what I'm saying?
WB got a WB kept.
I'm not even really talking so much about WB as I am sort of about the internet wrestling community, because everyone said that they were like, oh, we forgive Jay, but didn't nobody press as hard for him to finally get shown on TV until after he passed, which is kind of.
We said on this show they should be on TV. I don't know this
multiple times. Like I said, you can go back and check the record. We've said it multiple times that they should be allowed on TV, and it's stupid. But
we appreciate y'all, but I don't think 140 people that watch us weekly is enough to make somebody move. But I love y'all. But y'all can help us grow by liking and subscribing and telling your friends, sharing all that. Y'all can help us. But I don't think at this moment we big enough to just make them do something. So I'm just like, yo, this is wrong. Bro, that happened years ago, and sometimes they apologize multiple times.
Multiple times.
I don't know what else you can do.
It just didn't matter. And like I said, there's nothing. We can't change the past. That's real stark looking in hindsight. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, this nigga had to die for us to be like, yeah. He made up for it a while ago. I mean, we'll let his brother be on the show, and I love the Briscoes.
Listen, WB, I'm blaming WB because you have a dude that's playing the Flash that's out here kidnapping people, and you
exactly, bruh. You got Dana White hosting the slap fight after he was testing the show with his wife a couple weeks before.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all don't have no moral high ground in this scenario, my guy.
At all.
You hiring a man that's kidnapping families,
I was about to say, if Ezra Miller still got a job, there was no reason why Jay Briscoe couldn't be on the TV.
That's what I'm saying. This man is literally
kidnapping crazy.
People at gunpoint, going to jail, and y'all like, no, we putting this movie out. This is wild. Let's talk about some Royal Rumble. That's what people are here for.
Yeah, Royal Rumble predictions. Let's go. It's all Rumble's Eve, folks.
Yeah. 30-minute mark when the Rumble come on. I'm just let y'all know that. I'm gonna put it in the group chat. Exactly 30 minutes in the First up, Tori, we got the pitch black matches. Only 5 matches, but you know those the 2 big matches last.
I prefer shorter form pay-per-views. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to be sitting there for 3.5, 4 hours, 4.5 longer. Like, come on now. Tori, we all love wrestling.
So we have Bray Wyatt coming back for his first televised match, and LA Knight, who many people say is carrying this entire feud as Bray goes through character work. As Bray goes through character,
Bray's been talking in circles for a good little minute, but tomorrow's the day finally,
and we get to finally see what the character is.
I hope the match isn't too heavily gimmicked. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I sort of just want like. Almost, and I don't want like I don't want to say like I want a pure showing from Bray Wyatt. I'm not saying I want Bray Wyatt and LA Knight to chain wrestle in the middle of the ring, unless that's possible to happen, because I think that'd be amazing. But I sort of hope it's a more physical match, because we know Bray Wyatt is capable of these hard-hitting matches. We know that for a fact he is. And I feel like LA Knight might be the perfect dance partner. Like maybe, because I've seen some people that have loved this feud. I've seen some people that have hated this feud. But I for one, I liked it in the beginning. I've said it many times. I feel like Bray Wyatt's been talking in circles for a few weeks now. And I mean, it all sounds super good, but what does it mean? So, if Vince was booking this, I'd say LA Knight with the W, just to piss off the fan base. But I think we all know, I'll be highly surprised if Bray Wyatt doesn't get the Dubsky in this, and I hope it's a banger. Like, because I mean, you can look back at LA Knight's work on NXT or in Impact when he was Eli Drake. Freaking, the dude's good on the mic, good in the ring, just all around good. And Bray Wyatt can be too. So I'm hoping this could be some like magic moment if it's not too overly gimmicked. But I'm gonna have to go with Bray Wyatt for the Dubsky.
Little news from the interview, if y'all didn't watch, he said he thinks they said neon lights will be involved somehow, but he said he prays to God it's not that real light.
Oh, I didn't even think if the red light comes on.
Bray literally said, "I
but
pray
no, it's
to
a
God
pitch black. It's a pitch black match. There shouldn't be." Yeah. But God, I hope
Bray said he.
Bruh, what if they just have to do it by the light of everybody's phones?
I think he said some neon gonna be, which I assume that Mountain Dew would have something to do with it.
Yeah, man, I hope this match just isn't overly gimmicked.
But Bray did say that he prayed to God it's not red lights anymore. So that's
because we don't. No one wants to go through Hell in a Cell flashbacks. God, the Fiend got off to the Fiend could have been something amazing, bruh. And Vince just shit on it.
The next match we have up is the Raw Women's Championship. You can include this in somehow in the Bray Wyatt lore. Alexa Bliss, the Fiend's favorite, last happy moment ever, according to what was with Alexa Bliss.
Okay, yeah,
and she is facing the champion Bianca Belair in a feud that I think parts are funny, but that match was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. But I enjoyed the goofy moment with the scary movie skit and the Keith Lee come behind her.
Yeah,
those are funny moments. But other than that, that first match was terrible. I did like the beatdown.
But we know Alexa Bliss is capable of good matches.
100%.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think they just wanted to get that.
And that's why I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say Alexa Bliss takes the win. She's taking the by Uncle Howdy interference. I think Uncle Howdy's going to leave Bray high and dry, make him fight LA Knight all on his own. Then he's going to show up later and or is this an order? Are we going to get the pitch black match?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're getting the pitch black match later, I think he's going to because I don't know. Does the pitch black match go before the women's championship match?
I just put it first based on order of what I think is probably the most important for this pay-per-view.
Okay. Well,
so the Rumble's
either way,
last.
I think he leaves Bray high and dry, and he helps Alexa Bliss dethrone Bianca Belair to the chagrin of the whole internet and the whole internet wrestling community.
And we get unveiled to Bo Dallas.
Oh, he takes off the mask.
I didn't even say who I had. Bray Wyatt, of course, and then I'm going Bianca. I don't think Bianca run can end. Right?
You don't think the belts? It's time to take. I don't know.
Miss WrestleMania cannot lose before
Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy, a cold nigga though, bruh. You see what he did to LA Knight? He dumped the whole shelf on him, bruh.
Triple H, dude, you're not gonna let us not get
Uncle Howdy's different, bruh. Uncle Howdy's different.
Bianca versus Rhea is gonna happen at WrestleMania.
Uncle Howdy, bruh. I don't know. It might be Rhea versus Alexa Bliss.
No, it's Rhea versus Bianca, and everybody know we need that right now.
I'm just saying. I think Alexa Bliss is gonna take the belt off of her. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. That's part of the fun.
Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns in the best storyline we had in years versus Kevin Owens, who is a vital part of this storyline after Sami Zayn has betrayed Kevin Owens multiple times. Is that part of the story? Is it part of the plan?
Let's be honest. He betrayed him long before they got to the WWE, too. We all remember the Steen and Generico trilogy. Let's be honest. Come on now.
But that's part of the love. So that's why it's always a thing. Will Sami
who's gonna turn on who first?
Yeah. And Roman says, Sami, you prove yourself this Saturday. And I'm like, pardon.
But remember, Sami's not gonna be on SmackDown tonight.
He's not allowed to, because Roman
I was gonna say Roman said he can't be on SmackDown tonight, so
we'll see him Saturday.
I think we're definitely get Bloodline's jumping KO midway through the solo match, aren't they? They're finna, and it's gonna be like what if Sami doesn't listen to Roman and does show up on SmackDown tonight?
Roman Temple, he in trouble.
I was about to say, I be feeling like Roman Reigns just gonna pull out the strap at any point in time. Like, I was gonna say, his eyes get to twitching on and shit. I'm like, this nigga gonna shoot somebody.
Solo.
Like this nigga finna somebody down. Like, it's serious.
I do like the fact that Solo is like this assassin with Umaga Thunder.
Bruh, I was gonna say, how is he making that? Bruh, I spent so long talking bad on the Samoan Spike. For him to come back and make it a murder weapon is ridiculous to me. But it's almost getting over with me. But Umaga didn't get it over for me, so I don't know if freaking Solo's gonna.
Just every time, just when you're in trouble, just yell Solo, and he coming out and spiking people in the neck. That would have been cool in high school. Cause you know when people use a neck chop, now you just got a word for it. Solo. Start chopping your friends in the neck.
I play too many RPGs. Solo means something completely different to me.
I started doing Call of Duty. They did like one of them TikTok dudes said, Solo. His partner came out of nowhere and just fired on the dude that was trying to shoot. Solo. It just had a Roman Reigns little part in there. I'm like, oh, look at it. He done went viral again for something else.
It's pretty good. I just wonder, bruh, have they built the bar too high for this to be pulled off in a good way? Or are we just setting ourselves up for a disappointing end to this storyline? That might be a question for a different episode, but I've really been wondering about that because it's been so good. I have been near
every time I thought they could mess it up. Every chance they had to mess it up, they haven't.
They haven't though. That's
sometimes they make it better. Like
exactly. And that's what's crazy.
Even Monday, I thought they had a chance to mess it up with the thing, but they made it better.
Yeah.
Jey Uso just stopping on over.
How do you feel about them getting the cease and desist from MLW for?
We know it's Jacob Fatu, right?
Yeah.
Who else on MLW that they could bring in that they really could have wanted?
I was going to say.
It's literally probably Jacob Fatu.
They say that Court Bowers didn't say no. That he just wanted WWE to contact them and ask them, and not ask the wrestlers directly, which I feel like is reasonable, huh?
It is reasonable. I'm like, who else would they want but Jacob Fatu?
Yeah. Well, isn't there another member of the Samoan Dynasty on?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that group, just for the. I think, and then what's the name? Said he couldn't make it. His son had a wrestling show, so I think that's why they probably canceled it too. And
yeah, but think if they didn't cancel it, we probably wouldn't have got this amazing court segment.
And then when I said, I thought they could mess it up Monday, and then they gave us a tag match that we talked about earlier. That
it was amazing.
They did
on any other week, that tag match would be match of the week. But I think we already know what match of the week is, but we'll get there.
Next up we have, what do you think? Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. We didn't ever get.
Gotta be. Come on, it's Roman Reigns. What are we even talking about? He's not losing yet, bruh. It's got to be Roman versus Cody. After Cody, well, we'll get to that when we get to the Royal Rumble.
I got some questions I want to ask if something happened, how you think the crowd react, but we got to talk about it. I think Roman too, but I think there's actually a chance that Kevin Owens can probably give us some scares that we believe.
But is this for both belts or is this for just
it's for the undisputed WWE?
Okay, so this is for both. No, Kevin's not winning this. As soon as when Roman starts talking about just defending one belt or the other, I'll think we're winding down to the end somewhere.
Next up, though,
because they got to split the belts up. Raw needs the belt. The U.S. championships. I mean, when you got niggas like Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory holding it up, I mean, yeah, it's going to look pretty amazing. But let's be honest, we need a big title back on Raw. It's 3 hours, bruh. You need the title just for the time fill.
Yeah. This how we gonna do this tour. We're gonna talk about the Royal Rumble. We're gonna talk about surprises, and then you do your picks on who to win. Okay. We got the women's Royal Rumble first. I'm gonna start off. I think Connor's making a different version of.
We're gonna get an evil clown.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get an evil. I don't know if she's gonna be in the match though. That's gonna be the interesting thing. I think she might attack somebody.
Just randomly because she's not in the match?
Yes. And I think might have a lights go out, some neon come out, clown scare somebody, then that's how it go. I don't think you can debut Connor, have her not win and be in the Royal Rumble. Because if you do it for Ronda, you can't do it for a new Connor character. But I think she does show up though. That's what I do think.
Okay.
To start a feud for WrestleMania, basically. It's gonna be a big name. I have no clue. I try to think about it. It's gonna be a big name though.
Okay.
Maybe Bayley, maybe Becky. Probably Becky. Becky and Connor.
I'd like to see
crazy at WrestleMania.
I'd like to see Rhea. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to see Rhea. I'd like to see Rhea versus Connor.
But Rhea, but the reason I didn't say Rhea,
because I got Rhea. I low key got Rhea winning the Royal Rumble.
Me too. That's why I said Connor can't go after her.
Okay, yeah, that don't. Okay, I get what you're saying.
But Connor got to be a heel though, so Connor has to be a heel. So Becky Lynch.
But damn near all WWE's got.
Tora, Becky Lynch and Connor at WrestleMania might go insane.
That could be a banger, no doubt about it. Couldn't remotely argue with you on that.
I want that match so bad.
That's not a match that's not a wrestling match I would turn down at any point in time.
And we can, like I said, you can get rid of Bayley at any moment. Just say like Becky. I don't mean to say that offensive, but I want Connor and Becky because Becky is like the top women.
No, bro, I need Bayley to show out. I'm not gonna lie. I need a hardcore Bayley match in my life immediately.
I think Bayley gonna probably do the one that probably her and Raquel gonna probably get the most eliminations. I think that's gonna happen in that match too.
Oh, okay.
I think it's gonna be.
Does Bayley eliminate Io and Dakota, and that's how we get the split up?
That'd be interesting. They got a lot of little stories they could tell.
As I say, there's a lot of little branches that we can go off into depending on how things shake out.
And the most surprises, Mercedes Moné, Kairi Sane, anything?
No. I think. Let me think for just a second. I want to.
Jessica Green probably will most likely be in it. I'm just being.
I want to make a bold prediction.
I don't think Jessica Green bold.
I'm gonna say they're rolling out the taxidermied corpse of Mae Young.
What?
Entry number 21.
We all know Chelsea Green showing up, right? It's not.
I hope she doesn't. But what if she breaks something? What if she gets injured after winning Indie Women Wrestler of the Year in the Fightful Award? She just goes back to WWE only to injure herself.
They said she has a comedy gimmick, so I'm assuming she's with Robert Stone again.
Oh, that could be decent, maybe.
If
Matt Cardona comes back too, do they put them together?
Probably.
Okay. So
have you seen the Maximum Male Models? I'll be putting them in the group.
I mean, I've seen the little.
They are hilarious. I'm sorry, they are really funny than I thought they were gonna be. I like this band this, and now I'm like,
okay. Yeah, but man, I'd damn near rather have Dio Madden on commentary again if I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Oh, them things are hilarious. Oh, well,
yeah, I'd still rather have him on commentary. I'm not gonna lie.
I see what you're saying. But he's not the funny one. Mansoor is
Mansoor.
Mansoor. My bad. He changed his name. Mansoor. Him and Maxine is hilarious.
Matter of fact, Maxine fine in a mug.
Yeah. By the way, he's not even. By the way, Dio is not even in most of these things. He was missing for like a month. so he's not even in these. So that's why I'm saying Mansoor is hilarious. They even did a skit to her. They did a skit when she was like, "I miss your brother," and then she did the
I saw that.
Yeah. I'm like, this is actually hilarious. They take it up with a fashion.
I say entirely too much.
It was hilarious. But we both said Rhea. Who else? Liv Morgan is gonna be first because she wants to be, which is a strange thing to.
Yeah, I don't ever see anyone. Liv's not winning this, but I mean, I think she'll make a valiant effort. Maybe she gets from 1 to like 3 to 15.
What do you Chelsea Green? I put Chelsea Green maybe second.
I honestly, I have her pegged in a little later. I think like early double digits, maybe 11, 12.
Lita and Trish gonna be in it. I know they're gonna be in it.
Hopefully, if Lita and Trish are in it, I think one comes in first 5, one comes in second 10.
Yeah. Charlotte's in it.
Which is weird since she's got a belt. How often do champions actually participate in Royal Rumbles?
Hold up, is Charlotte in it? Did she announce?
I don't think so. She's got a belt. It would make no sense. Right. It would make no sense for her to be in the Royal Rumble. She's already.
Why is she not even here? What if they combine the belts? Would you be okay with it?
No. I think they need 2 separate. They've got a good enough women's division for 2 belts.
I was gonna see if you're gonna get misogyny or something.
Nope. They've got a good enough women's division for it.
It was bait.
I know it was. But no, like I said, I have no problem with the WWE Women's Division.
Let's see.
The AEW Women's Division is a different conversation.
Do you think we get a surprise from another company?
If we do, it'll be somebody Japanese.
I'm thinking Kairi Sane.
I'm kind of bummed out. You've seen Kota Ibushi talking? I hope Kota Ibushi pops up in WWE at some point in time, or he could pop up in AEW, and you can give me. I will take the Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks again. I think that's a banger.
We both said we think Rhea's gonna win. Who your second place? Who else you think could win?
I don't know outside of that. I've really got Rhea pegged down to win this. If not, is Becky in it? If not, maybe Becky gets her second Royal Rumble win.
Think Becky her and Bayley got to be in it, right? It wouldn't make sense.
You sort of feel like they have to. And either Rhea, I will not bitch about a Rhea, Becky, or a Bayley win in the Royal Rumble. I think Rhea's gonna win, but I won't bitch about Becky or Bayley winning.
I said Conor won't be in the match. If Conor in the match, I think she has to win. But that
would really?
Conor versus Bianca would go hard at WrestleMania too.
Harder than.
I prefer Becky and I prefer.
I like Becky versus Asuka. I think that's an amazing match.
I just think the her clown character Becky is way more. Bianca don't fit with Spooky.
Yeah, not at all. That's why it's kind of weird with her. That's why it's kind of weird, her and Alexa Bliss. That's why I think Alexa's going to take the bed.
You have to do, her character has to do the scary movie things and all that stuff.
I said, Uncle Howdy's a hell of a valet.
So I don't know.
Popping out with the old Uncle Howdy is wild.
I'm assuming Alexa in it. I'd be shocked if Sasha.
No, Alexa can't be in it, nigga. She's facing.
Oh yeah.
She's facing Becky. I mean, she's facing Bianca. She can't be in it.
I'm just thinking. I'm just going through names in my head.
I know. I was like, nigga,
Ruka has to be in this match, right?
Oh, that's okay. Who do you think, if anyone, who do you think from NXT will be in this?
Ruka has to be in it because they put Casey in just to do fun, cool stuff.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a non-messed up Kofi moment this year? Are we gonna get him another? Because the last 2 Royal Rumbles, he's messed up his outside acrobatics.
We might. He getting a little older now. He can't do it quite as much.
I was gonna say he's messed up the last 2 years in a row. I've been keeping track.
I think they might just save it for Sol Ruka this time because Sol Ruka gonna do something cool.
You think she's been there long enough to to take away Kofi's? Remember when Trinity tried to do that with Naomi? You remember when she tried?
That girl is athletically. That girl is gifted.
Kofi Kingston, bro.
Sol Ruka is the most gifted, talented, athletic, weird person I've ever seen. With who else from NXT will be in it? I think Tiffany Stratton should be in it. She came back. Her first match had a banger.
What if Ava Raines makes her debut in the female Royal Rumble? This is her first match in.
That would be for a pop, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's my guess. Let's rack that up there. I think Ava Raines makes her in-ring debut tomorrow during the Women's Royal Rumble.
I was assuming Nikita Lyons was going to do it because everybody would just want to see that.
Yeah, but she didn't listen. She throwing them crazy whip kicks, fucking tear ACL. That's all her ass, yo. The inertia was different.
Yo, shout out to her, but who else could be from NXT on there? I would say Mandy Rose was gonna be one I would have said, but she ain't there no more.
Yeah,
I think you might just get Cora, Roxanne, Sol Ruka, and maybe Tiffany, and then they just try to.
We'll see. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not thoroughly checking for the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm gonna watch it, but
I think everybody just assumed Maria's supposed to win it because we.
I know that's pretty much the impression I was under as well.
Rhea and Bianca can main event a WrestleMania match.
Guaranteed.
No problem. Like we have no problem. And plus, they didn't protect her so well lately.
Yeah, Rhea's been on a straight Dubsky streak.
Yeah, so we trying to. She been like threatening every dude on the
roster. And her microphone game's been on point too.
Yo, her skits be funny too with Dawn.
Yeah.
Are you stupid, Dom? Sorry, mommy.
Dale really did change that nigga.
That man said, hey, people pointed out to him that he was like his godfather Conan and everything.
I know. I was one of those people.
He didn't even know. But we got Rhea winning. One more, and then we'll get out of here so y'all can watch SmackDown. Men's Royal Rumble match. Surprise! I got Jay White. I think Jay White gonna make a surprise.
I hope. I have my fingers crossed for Jay White.
And Finn Balor gonna be in the ring when he does it.
I have a different surprise. Vince McMahon in ring return, 76 years old.
How he gonna get over the rope? He can't take a stunner.
He's sliding in under the bottom.
How he gonna get out?
Someone's gonna carry him.
You have to leave, like you have to literally tell him he can't take a stunner tour. How he gonna get over the top rope? I don't know how he gonna get over the top rope.
Vince wins. Vince wins the Royal Rumble.
That's the only way. Like you cannot get him out the ring safely.
Oh shit! But no, I hope you're right. Jay White would be amazing. Is Jay White officially a free agent though? Because if not, this would mean
you kind of got more of a working relationship.
Okay, and I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure we're on the same page there.
And he's a free agent soon, so they might be like, "Hey, listen,
yeah,
we owe them one. You probably on your way out. You might want to see if you like the audience. We might let you go."
How do you think that? Do we get crickets for Jay White?
This is a Rumble crowd. I doubt it.
Okay.
If it was a Raw crowd, 100%.
Okay, yeah.
SmackDown crowd, I'm 50-50 depending on what it is.
Yeah. Depends on how they're feeling. Okay.
Yeah. A Royal
Because
Rumble
I'd be
crowd.
hurt. Switchblade can't come out to crickets.
The reason I say that Royal Rumble crowds are typically smart crowds.
And we'll get a Switchblade Cody moment if that's the case.
Oh, yes. Switchblade Cody. Oh, him and Finn Balor, the current leader of the Bullet Club versus the
original leader of the Bullet Club. That's real moment. That's a WrestleMania moment, honestly. But I'll take a Royal Rumble.
And then Finn even said, all these people after me just copied me. He said it in a promo like this year.
I mean, let's be honest. You saw freaking Jay White has it in his Twitter bio. He says he's the last rock and roller. If that's not Jack and Prince Devitt swag, I don't know what is.
I'm saying, so if you get that moment.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Finn Balor made an amazing wrestling archetype. He picked a good one, and it's worked.
But I'm pretty sure.
Especially in Japanese wrestling, something about snobby gaijin just goes over there. It gets over.
If it's a Raw crowd, you probably get no reaction. I'm just gonna
it's definitely crickets.
Unless you in Philadelphia or Chicago, he's not getting up.
Yeah, I was going to say you got to have a hardcore wrestling. You can't have a casual crowd for the
Royal Rumble is usually hardcore fans.
Oh yeah, I was going to say Royal Rumble is damn near as hardcore in WWE as you get. Only more hardcore crowd is a WrestleMania crowd because they ready to pop for anything.
Yeah, and the reason I say that for people that don't know, like maybe you're wrong, they did it for AJ. When AJ came, they went crazy at the Royal Rumble.
I would say they did go stupid, even though they messed up the shot and for some reason focused in on Roman Reigns' face instead of AJ Styles' entrance.
Stop living.
Kevin Dunn. That's one of my earliest remembering problems with you, Kevin. When you watched AJ Styles' debut in 2015, I do believe it was 2015, 2016.
It's better than they did with Edge. That was terrible what they did with. They didn't even get his entry. They shot fireworks and they didn't catch it. I'm like, how you miss the fireworks?
How you miss the fireworks?
How do you miss fireworks? You know it's coming. He does the same entrance all the time. He does.
He's had it for over a decade.
This. Stump this. It's not like you don't know who he is, bro. You know him. Why? How do you miss that? I can understand if it's a wrestler you never seen from New Japan, and then all of a sudden they did an entrance in Pyro, and you're like, I didn't use this. Edge has been here. That's who he works for.
Okay, so you're saying he had half an excuse for AJ Styles, but none for Edge.
Yeah, you'd be like, you should know, but at the same time, you
don't know. You definitely should know AJ Styles' debut is going to be a moment.
But
instead it got memed into insanity. We can still find that picture of Roman's face watching AJ come down the.
Like look back at how you did John Cena when you didn't just focus on Triple H's face. You did John Cena, all right?
They did.
Any more surprises? I'm assuming that Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder will be in it.
I'm hoping so. I think this would be the best time for Matt Cardona to make his return to WWE. But does that steal Cody's thunder if we get a Zack Ryder return? Or, well, he said he'd come in. The only way he's coming in is as Matt Cardona. So.
I think he
don't think it steps on Cody's thunder any? Can we have two?
Cody Rhodes sold out in a day of his merch.
I saw that.
So I think that's why I was when they asked Sammy.
What if Cody doesn't come back for the Royal Rumble?
Oh no, they announced him. He can't not come back now. You could get away with that if you didn't announce him. And be like, we never promised you that. You announced him. You had a whole video for him to say coming back on this day, January 28th. He will be here. Okay, bitch. So now he got to show up. But I don't think it's that people want Cody Rhodes. The only way I think they'll probably turn against Cody if Sammy somehow in the last 4.
Ooh.
Which I don't think WWE is stupid enough to do. I'm pretty sure they would be like Roman said he can't enter the Royal Rumble or something. I'm pretty sure.
Or he'll tell Sammy he has to win the Royal Rumble so he knows nobody's coming after his title.
Oh, that could add to the story.
I know.
Then he loses.
Yeah.
And then they just add to the story and they're like, you go against me at Elimination Chamber in your hometown, I'm gonna embarrass you. Like, oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Then we get a whole story based on that.
That'd be a crazy build.
And then the one thing they can do is kind of like split the family where they supporting Sammy a lot too much and Roman like, yo, this is my family.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, Sammy won them over with love and freaking.
He breaking the gaslighting.
I was gonna say Roman Reigns gaslit them to the table.
He the ultimate gaslighter, bro. Yo, Paul Heyman killed it. ECW is dead, and I wish the same for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is crazy. ECW's dead, and I wish the same for Sami Zayn. Is one of the wildest lines I've heard in wrestling forever, bro. I was like, what? I was like, you used to call him Schmooly. You called that nigga Schmooly.
Last week? Friday.
Last week? Nigga. Damn. Yeah. But I don't. Polly dangerously, nigga.
Yo, the crowd was yelling. I didn't even know where it was going. He like, Tribal Chief, they are saying something near and dear to my heart. And I'm like, where's he going with this? But I want you to know, Tribal Chief, that to not make you jealous, ECW is dead. And I wish the same for Sami Zayn. I'm like, what?
I was like, damn, that escalated quickly.
And Solo just chilling.
I was going to say, he sells it so well, just not selling it. He just looks super nonplussed the whole time.
Yo, when Jey Uso said, hold up your ones if you want Sami Zayn, and the whole crowd, I like, that's a moment.
I did too. I ain't going to stunt. I hit a quick.
I'm like, that's a moment. But who else you got in this man room? We know I'm saying Matt Cardona and I think Jay White shows up.
Okay. I agree.
Oh, Seth in this? If I get a Will Ospreay Seth too, I'm like, WWE doing some magic.
Yeah. I think we get Jay White as well. I hope so. I think I got Cody winning it, and then I mean for a real surprise. I honestly don't know. I was trying to think like legend-wise. Huh?
Stone Cold show up?
Oh, that could be amazing. Maybe Donald Trump.
You know who should come in last if Sammy don't be in it? Matt Cardona.
Ooh.
Cause you know the crowd gonna want Sammy. And they yell at Sammy and Matt Cardona.
You know there's only one person. You know there's only one person who's ever won the Royal Rumble coming in at 30. And it's the Undertaker. No, the Undertaker.
What number John came in? 29?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know because I'm thinking about it's the 2007 Royal Rumble. The Undertaker's the first person to ever come in at 30 and actually win.
Yeah, man, it got potential. It can.
That's not saying I want to see the Undertaker in the Royal Rumble.
I might have.
I was just trying to think like who legend wise could we get in there that's still like.
We got 15 we don't know. We got 15 in and 15 we don't know.
Yeah,
they're doing a good job of not just announcing everybody.
Yeah, but you got to remember we complained last year about how we knew most of the entrants. So, at least we know Triple H was listening.
They did 7 women out of 30, which is interesting. They did 15 men out of 30. We know Ricochet in it. Kofi Kingston in it. He was the first to announce. Cody was announced. Gunther's in it.
I'd like to see Kota Ibushi. I think Kota Ibushi in the Royal Rumble. I don't know if he gets. Well, yeah, they pop for him, but I don't know if we get Kota Ibushi and Jay White.
Let's go crazy, Tor. Kenny Omega show.
You done lost it.
Break. Do it, TK. Break the internet.
Bro, I was about to say that would be done though. That would be crazy.
At number 30,
Kenny Omega as the New Japan United States champion comes out with the belt and everything.
At number 30 would break the internet.
Well, at least we know he'd lose, but
it might not make you boo as much if Sammy ain't in it.
Yeah.
You're like, they shot me. Unconventional.
That would be crazy. Wrestling would be different from then on.
Then you really notice somehow the forbidden. You know WWE got to give somebody back to him.
I might lend some credence to you thinking that Tony Khan could be somehow thinking about purchasing this shit. If that happened, if Kenny Omega shows up at the Royal Rumble, I might just give in and be like, maybe. But I highly doubt it. Shout out to New Japan for playing both sides of the fence because they know they've got a very diverse talent pool that could really fill any void in any promotion if we're going to keep it a stack.
Yeah, but they got 15 spots. I don't see a bunch of the older people going in it, so
I hope not. And that's no disrespect to any of the legends out there. Sometimes they try to overload you with nostalgia in the Royal Rumble, and it just doesn't sit right.
I think the only old person you might get might be Stone Cold.
That'd be fire. I'd be kind of disappointed though, because he couldn't win. He couldn't win, and I don't want to see Stone Cold lose matches.
Well, I'm assuming Brock will be in there too, and Brock knock him out or something. Please don't put Brock versus Stone Cold. I do not. Stone Cold too old to take German suplex.
Yeah, or fucking F5s.
Because Brock, I ain't gonna lie, Brock throw boys. It's safer.
Never forget that when Stone Cold left, it's because they wanted him to lose to Brock Lesnar out of nowhere.
He wasn't. For people that don't know, he said he didn't mind losing to him. He just wasn't going to lose to him on a random Raw. For no
exactly.
reason.
It wasn't him not wanting to do business. It was him actually wanting to do business.
Yeah, let's make a story out of this and not just randomly just do something.
And that would have been a banger story. Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar could have been epic.
People forget the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. We just remember the dominant one.
Yeah.
His first match came in with the Hardy Boys where he destroyed both.
Yeah, and then never forget when he left WWE before he played for the Vikings for 1 or 2 games, however long that was. Never forget he went over to New Japan and took the fucking IWGP Great Heavyweight Championship hostage. He won that shit and then flew back to America with it.
Yeah, but we got Cody winning. I'm assuming Cody's gonna win.
Most definitely. He has to.
I'm hoping for. I think the men's Royal Rumble match might be full of surprises. Hoping the whole night be full of surprises. Royal Rumble.
If we get Jay White and Vince, is it? I'm not letting go of Vince coming in at the Royal Rumble. If he's like, I can't run it behind the scenes, I want to get in the ring.
But shout out to them. I don't think nobody from the Bloodline gonna be in it because that would be directly against Roman.
Yeah,
a lot of the storylines can keep a lot of people from it, so which is dope.
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense otherwise. No way.
Yeah. But match of the week tour.
Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal, easy.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to that Sami Zayn, Jey Uso
tag match, but yeah, bruh. But it has to be. That match was so fucking. I shed tears. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like a sissy. It was a moment. Mark Briscoe at the end, bruh. The fact that he took the time to tell us how much his brother loved us, the fans, too. Like, it was just a feel-good moment for a very sad happening.
Karrion Kross announced for the thing, too, ain't he?
Ooh, hopefully, I can definitely see Karrion Kross knocking bodies off.
Yeah, I think he's announced. He's whooping on Rey Mysterio right now, and a pretty good match. Ray don't have bad matches, so about it.
Yeah, I was going to say Ray doesn't remotely have bad matches.
In 20 years, Ray had probably 2 bad matches in 20 years.
You don't even ready to wrap it up?
Women's match of the week.
Oh, I don't have one.
I'll give it to what's that? What was the NXT match? Oh yeah, Tiffany Stratton versus Indy Hartwell. Amazing match. Go watch that.
I have seen a clip of that match. I believe you.
Go watch. That's a really good match this week. I did not like it. The Toni Storm match was okay.
Or no. I'll give. How'd you feel about Bianca versus Sonya?
I felt like I'm not gonna lie, that match was good, but I kind of was like, you could have gave us Becky and Bayley, so I kind of put it down.
Okay.
But this match is unnecessary.
Well, just so I don't seem super misogynistic, I'll give it to Bianca and Sonya.
Yeah. Even though it was a good match, I'm not gonna. Sonya is really good.
It was okay.
Sonya is good, but
she's a lot better than her and Mandy Rose both. They've gotten a lot better.
I'm just glad that Sonya's character better than it used to be.
Yeah.
But she always been pretty good in the ring to me.
General manager really helped her with that shit, though. I feel like.
Yeah.
The time.
She always wrestled good to me.
Yeah, I would say I think she was always decent in ring. She was just lacking on the mic a little bit, and that time being only on the mic, not being physical, definitely helped her.
Oh, we forgot Wrestler of the Month, Tori. This is the last day of the month, so we gotta do it. I forget.
Mark Briscoe.
I give it to Mark Briscoe too. I was gonna say that. Female Wrestler of the Month.
I take back my women's wrestling match of the week. Billy Starks versus Britt Baker. Super good match. Even though it was on AEW Dark, I still enjoyed it. Didn't like Billy taking an L, but women's wrestler of the month, Billy Starks.
Let me think. Who would mine be? Because like I said, I just realized the last day of the month we got to do it. Who would my women's wrestler month be? Can I say Jamie Hayter? Let's give it to Jamie Hayter. I think she carries AEW Women's Division.
She does.
So Jamie Hayter, I give him.
Her and Jay, they got that shit on their backs.
Jade had a good match with what's her name? Well, the ending was the match wasn't really all that.
The match was kind of bland, but
that ending cool. Catching up, putting in the power bomb, flipping around and flipping it over, and then catching.
Yeah, that was cool. She hit the switch hit on the Jaded for the dub.
Yeah, that was amazing. But all right, we're gonna let y'all get out of here. Watch some SmackDown. Watch I don't know when the Blair Boy do they show no more. They don't do it on Fridays no more, I don't believe. But I appreciate y'all. I know a lot of y'all watch after, so remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you watch to the end to let us know who you think is gonna show up, who you think gonna win. I don't know. Me and Tori might do a live show. I might just be in my room playing the game while I'm watching. I don't know yet.
We'll see. I have no idea what tomorrow holds.
I also got to write a book. I had to work on finishing this book tomorrow, so I'm trying to go. Well, I'm editing a book, so I got to finish that. But we'll let y'all know. I'll announce it if we go live. And y'all let us know if you get enough likes, even if Tori don't show up, I'll show up. And
I was going to say, I might not be there, but he can still pop up for a watch.
But that's only if y'all like a lot. Now, if Tori decides gonna do it, me and him just do it, even if y'all don't like. But if y'all tell us, hey, we want to do a watch along with y'all, I am down. I figured out how to get Discord to work, so me and him go watch at the same time, so we ain't off.
I was gonna say, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll let you know. And y'all let me know if y'all do a lot of comments that saying y'all want to watch it, and if not, we'll let y'all know in the community tab. So go hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, all that stuff.
Notification bell. Y'all. You guys know the buttons.
These shows do very well, so I do appreciate y'all on these. If shows don't do well, we'll change them up and do however. That's how Casual Conversations came up. We used to do Just the Fan used to get 5 views, nobody cared. Keep It 99 probably our top show, but we reviewing a specific show, and then when ain't no show on, it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
But rest of the shows
have you watched the new season of Record of Ragnarok yet?
I have not.
It was better animated than the first season.
Shoot, didn't they get a new group?
I think they did.
Yeah, I heard they got new animated, but yeah, Netflix kind of cracking down on people, so it's harder to share.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm down to pay for that money for that. I do got a $4.99 one now, but I don't know. But I appreciate y'all, and remember, like and subscribe to be in that community tab. If you want to do a watch along with us, let me know. It just be me and y'all, or me and Tori. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know, Tori. It's up to Tori.
I'm not making any promises.
All right,
we have to see how the day progresses.
Wait, Solo. Hold up.
Look, that nigga found it.
Who are these niggas?
That's my call now. The call is I'm yelling Solo and they come up. That's my
So don't worry, folks. You won't be getting a Samoan Spike.
That is my Samoan Spike. Who are y'all?